like,
running?
I remember when I was initially getting hired with Golden Guardians, and the criminal histories check said that there was one thing that was there's
criminal
one
history
thing.
check on you?
Yeah. They did a criminal history check, and one thing popped up, and I was freaking out. I was like,
what did you do, man?
I have something. I'm a criminal? I found out because I did not respond to the email very well. I put in my name and everything, like the small thing. But when they came back for like, here, add more detail, I didn't add more detail. So they actually just ran Barento Muhammad for Canada. And there was
found one that's a criminal.
There's one guy that I know that is Barento Muhammad in Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably I was scared the entire time. I was like, I haven't been back to Canada forever. If I went back, am I just going to get arrested?
You just have a charge floating.
They're just waiting at the border for you.
Did they say what the charge was?
After fully going through it again and putting in all the details, they came back and said, no, you have zero criminal history. You have nothing in your criminal history. There's just another Barento Muhammad that had it.
But what did he do?
I don't know. They didn't tell me.
Is weed illegal in Canada?
Nope. It was. And then when I left Canada, it wasn't.
So you could make a ketchup bong in Canada?
Okay, it was.
Oh my! Is this your segue to it?
This was her segue.
That was like. I want to say it's clean. Yeah.
Oh my god!
But like it just really wasn't. Like I gave you that, but continue.
It was not clean. No, there was no.
We've been trying to get
bong.
this story for like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
for a while.
trying to get him to tell
so
us.
there's no ketchup bong. I was just explaining when I was in summer school after high school. It was a ketchup bomb. And so maybe bomb.
Yeah, bomb. Like,
I thought he was saying bong the whole
yes,
time.
That's,
that's
you
why
can't
I'm
tell
confused.
the difference, and they both don't make sense.
I swear there's a percentage of people that will know what a ketchup bomb is. So you know those ketchup packets that you have?
Yeah.
Just twist the shit out of one side of the ketchup.
Oh shit! Wait, no, I remember that.
Yes.
No, we did that in school
And you would
too.
just explode them?
So you just basically chuck it anywhere and it will just blow up.
That's what you did?
You apply enough pressure and you do that. So like,
Ovilee, do you have a ketchup packet?
Dude.
So the funniest thing I had a group of friends in my summer school that we were like, I was twisting it and we were like in the cafeteria and my friend who was like teaching me how to do it, he's like, oh, you did enough. That's fine. It's like, it's good now. And I was just still squeezing it. I was like, no, it's not yet. Because I felt like there was still more room to go.
And you blew it up.
I squeezed it and it squirted into his hair.
Okay.
You are way too happy about that.
Okay, you actually like awoken another experience because now I know what you're talking about. Yes. You explained it. We didn't throw them though. It was like you spun it up.
Yeah.
And then you like put it like under a door on the outside as a prank. So when they open it, it like squeezes into the floor and just sprays. Like it's a fucking landmine.
Yeah, you just use it as a booby trap.
Yeah. It was fucked up.
I'm gonna take this moment to introduce our incredibly messed up in the head guest. You may have seen him before for our Valentine's Day stream extraordinaire, except this time he's sober. It's Nick Inero Smith. It's Nick Inero Smith.
Welcome back.
Hello, everyone.
The only reason why he's here today is because he was watching my League of Legends stream, and I was like, "Hey, come through."
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
She wants me to coach her.
That probably qualifies as community service. You
It
can
does.
probably get some.
No, after watching the games as
like
well. I
bonuses
don't
for
know.
that.
What?
That was okay. Today was the first day in a long time that I played League of Legends. 2 months to be
She
specific.
died pre 40 seconds every game I watched. Somehow.
Pre-40
One of the
seconds?
games, well, quite literally, all 5 people are on a ward at her blue buff.
Yeah.
She happened to come back from AFK just on time to miss it, and then just walks at them as karma, levels her W, like, what the fuck are you going to do with that? And then just dies. And then you walk up to the wall to flash away, and you flash into the wall. Like, you played it as bad as you could. And then you walk into the next game, like, right before I go to my interview, I get to see it. You do it again. I'm like, and you want to be coached.
AFK, wrong skill, fail flash wall, 0 awareness. That's actually...
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's pretty insane. The laning wasn't bad, but no wonder you're fucking low. Jesus, man.
Flowers spectated with the end of one of my games, though.
Yeah, so usually when I'm just eating lunch or whatever, I'll flip on my League client, just spectate one of my friends playing a game. I saw you in a game, and at first I was like, I didn't know Ovilee even still plays League of Legends. So I was like, all right, let's see what we got here. And so I join, and I see that the first thing I see is you stole a dragon away with your Lux Laser. I was like, oh, okay, Ovilee's way better than I remember her being because she's not just dead. And then as I was watching, I noticed the score. Like, your team was ahead in kills, but then I looked at the gold, and man, you guys were getting fucked. And so then I just watched your entire team ram their faces into the stupidest fucking Corki build I've ever seen. Heartsteel Titanic Hydra Corki with just 4,000 health.
That's what she's in.
And these guys are just running at Meatball Corki and killing themselves.
Raz, I don't know what you're looking like that for because you're in the same thing, bro.
Not that
I've been in your games, man.
That was funny, though. That was funny. Let me just say I'm having the funnest time. I'm playing like I'm playing Q Max Triforce Udyr and two-shotting people. That's hilarious.
Okay.
I two-shot people now.
Whatever makes you feel good, man. Like, yeah, that sounds fun.
I'm just
sounds
vibing.
great.
I just like the Fairy Karma skin, so I purchased that shit, which was like I was 5 RP short from it, so I had to put in another $5 because I wasn't gonna like make a drawing and send it to Riot, because honestly, my drawing would be worth like way more than just 5 RP. It would probably have to go up on the wall in the museum of all League of Legends splash art. It would be hentai. It would be Set and Silas.
I don't know about that one.
Chains
you know who's the
cat ears.
funnest person to watch play League of Legends?
Who?
It's Nicholas and Aerosmith.
You sure about that?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Why? Just gonna get mad?
He is the most, because Nick is like the most vibe, like low key individual of all time. And then you watch him play League of Legends, and he plays support. So he's like playing Lulu, like this cute little support.
I don't do that anymore. I'm an Ash one trick now, but
Okay, there
continue.
it is. So he'll just play Enchanters. He's like Mr. Enchanters. And then if his like 80 carry like dies or something, or if something happens in the game, you'll just be on a small desk in the Golden Guardians room. You'd be like, and you'd be crying in the game.
Yeah. No, like, yeah. I can't even defend myself.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
League makes me so mad. It's like the only thing I get mad at is playing this fucking video game.
It's enraging, dude. Like my desk is turned around reverse from the way that I had it for a long time, because there's so many fucking like fissures in it now from where I would be playing a game and then I would die or something to some bullshit, and I would just slam the desk. Because it's a shitty IKEA desk. It's only like $20. And so there's just all these cracks and splinters and shit in one. And I was like, if I hit this one more time, I'm actually just going to break this fucking desk. So I spun it around and sat my computer monitors on top of where the biggest marks are.
Nice.
Oh my god, it's like a literal karate board.
I
I
was just fucking smashing shit, dude.
You remember when I used to stream League?
Yes.
Like I would do it after work.
Yes.
I'm just all my only streams that are left. I'm pretty sure it's me. Like on Halloween, I'm in my like monkey suit from one night, and I am shit faced, and I'm just screaming. Like there's only clips left. Like I watched it back one time, and I just like completely int the fight. I'm just zoned out, shit faced. And I'd lose, and I just stand up and scream that we lost and start like screaming during the game. Oh.
This is how I imagine every League of Legends solo queue player. A man in a monkey suit, pissed drunk, screaming to an empty
I'm just
room.
ruining the fight for everyone. And then I'm blaming everyone else, and I'm happy that we lost. Like, oh, it's bad. Don't play League with me. It's awful.
An intro to Inero. Like, I remember I became friends with him through Twitter, actually, 2014, around there. I actually don't even remember it.
Way back. Yeah, it was like 2015, 2014.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's when I graduated high school.
It's back before
There
I
it
even
is.
had Twitter.
And so there was a time in which, because like I'm pretty sure I already knew what he looked like. I'm pretty sure. But I was with Dignitas Europe, and he was with Mouse Esports. And there was a day where we were scrimming against each other, or something was happening, and we were in Ventrilo. And I'm pretty sure you just like moved to our Ventrilo like group or room just to tell us to change sides or whatever. And I was like, is he Nigerian?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I remember.
because he just had this corpse husband voice. Hey guys, move.
Yeah.
Can you guys move here? I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard a voice as deep as that.
Dude,
in my
there's
life.
something about mics. Mics make your voice
Yeah.
lower. Those like shitty little
Yes.
Yeti mics.
Yes.
Hey,
If you just,
man,
like,
I
get
still
close
have,
to 'em and
that's
you just,
still
like,
my
hey,
mic
can
at
we just-
home. I've
What?
been using one of those since 2015.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by them, right?
No, we're not sponsored
Yeah,
by
they're
nobody.
really
That's
bad.
why I keep
They're
wearing
really
those.
awful.
Sponsor us,
But they
Taco
make your
Bell.
voice really deep.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true. I'll take it though. People like that.
Yeah.
I had one of those like really tall, skinny Skype microphones that they would sell. Like
Skype
that's
microphones?
Skype microphones. That's
Oh,
how long
that's
ago it
depressing.
was.
Yeah.
Because I was in middle school and I wanted to use voice chat over Skype with my Mabinogi friends.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
and
like that.
I had to like kind of like secret. It was an MMO.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anime
like a
MMO by
KMMO.
Nexon.
Yeah, I played World of Warcraft, guys.
Yeah,
Anyways, yeah.
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
nerd.
You can't say that shit. You sent me messages saying, come play quests with me. You're playing World of Warcraft by yourself.
Damn.
I was depressed and I was trying to ask for help.
Then why was you sending me like images of these ugly ass like NPC woodland creatures?
Because I was trying to get you into the game. Those were the Night Fae.
Well, they was ugly as hell. I was like, man, why you gotta at least pitch me like a cool looking creature or something, not this ugly looking thing.
I sent you the dog. Did you play the Dragonflight? Damn it.
That's a bad way
Okay.
of getting someone to play the game.
No, hear me
this
out. Hear
is
me out.
Ugly ass like wood like.
No, I sent him. I
Woodland
forgot
creature.
what the dog's name, Barfvin or something like that. But it's when you go with like the caravan of people and there's the giant dogs that you ride on. I was sending you
The
pictures
giant
of those.
dogs?
There's
I got-
giant dogs that you ride on.
Let's go back.
You were
through-
riding on giant threshers?
Okay, you find that.
I'm gonna find this ugly animal.
You find it, and
The
then we'll have a
Mabinogi
talk
is
about
great.
it. It is. It's a great
one.
game.
The
Yeah.
only problem with it is that it's basically there's a paywall where you. This is gonna sound really bad.
No.
You start as like
A
12
10,
or
yeah.
13-year-olds.
10. 10. You start at 10.
You start at 10 years old, and then you age to maybe 16 or is it 18?
So I think 17
Yeah.
is like the highest age that.
Yes.
Or maybe it is 18. It's
Yes.
17 or 18.
It's one of
Yeah.
those ages, and then it's illegal to be above age.
No. Okay, I'm gonna correct Raz on what he's saying there.
Yeah, man, what the hell are you?
Okay,
is this
so
a
let
game
me-
still?
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I zoned out at the start of what you said,
Yeah.
and then suddenly it's I'm
No.
lost.
So what
Yeah.
Raz is trying to explain is the leveling and rebirth system. I actually thought that it was a
Uh-huh.
pretty interesting way to do this, but the fuck up was by putting it behind a paywall
Yeah.
because then so many people were just locked out and it became pay to win. So essentially, they had a character creation screen where you could create your character at either ages 10 through 17.
And what kind
and
of game is this?
This is an MMO. Korean MMO.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a good setup.
Okay,
but continue.
shut the fuck up and let me talk.
Yeah.
So basically, you would have different base stats depending on like what age you set your character. So if you were 10, you had like the lowest stats. But every single week that you like age, you gain AP, which is your to put into ability points and everything. And
Yeah.
that was like rare. Because you would get a point every single time that you leveled, and then you also get a couple points as you age. I think it was like maybe 3 from age
Something
10
like
to
that.
11, 2, and so on and so forth. And those were rare. So you were incentivized to, as soon as you hit, like, let's say you spent the entire week leveling while you were age 10, and you hit like level 30, and that was like a huge level to achieve at the time. Then at the end of the week, when you aged up to 11, you could rebirth your character, bring it back to age 10, and then do those levels all over again and gather up that AP.
Dude, I'm lost. But
It's Ian, that made sense, right?
yeah, sure.
It
You
was a
rebirth.
paywall.
You're 10 years old again. You get more points.
Okay,
level
so
up.
You
I
find it?
fucked up because you sent me a picture of what was actually like a dog that looked like a normal dog, but it was the thing that you posted on Twitter was the ugly thing.
Oh, it's the little seal that you help do a little quest. Okay, so there's a quest in World of Warcraft where there's like this little ugly seal
He looks like
thing.
his own asshole, dude.
I know.
Wait, show it.
Is
Show it,
ugly.
show it.
I gotta scroll back and
It's
find it.
the
It's
it's
from like
the
December
walrus.
of last year. I
So
got
it's the
one.
walrus
Oh, the
clan of
walrus
people.
people?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
you know the walrus
yeah,
people
yeah,
because they're from earlier expansions.
Yeah.
So they made like babies of those. And basically, I just took a picture of the ugly walrus kid, and I was
Yeah, look at
depressed.
this ugly son of a bitch.
Oh my god, he's ugly!
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was depressed. Check the date on that. Check the date on that. What date did I post that? It was like December
This is
20th.
December 17
Yeah.
of this last year.
Yeah, because you know what happened? It was starting to be Christmas time, and I went, oh, I'm alone and depressed. So read the caption.
Anyone want to quest with me?
No. Read it correctly.
Quest with me.
Yes.
With
And with
me.
the quest is QWUEST.
Anyone want to quest with me?
You know what the best part was? This tweet also, fun fact, Ovilee made this tweet 3 days after the Path of Exile League had started, so there was no way I was reading any of this shit.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. That is literally just not happening.
We actually have an announcement, a Caster's Couch announcement.
Is this something that I know what it is? Or is this new to me too?
I mean, you should know what this is because I've literally been bugging you in the Discord
You
for
think
like the
he
last...
reads the Discord?
And you know what? It breaks my heart every single time he makes jokes about it, but I have to just like keep telling myself they're just messing with you. They love you. They care about you. They are reading the messages in the Discord.
I always read the messages.
You do, and I like it. You respond with sad tacos and spinning
That's
ducks.
true. It's
don't
like
read my messages,
it's
Raz.
fleeting talk. Okay, I do. Yeah.
Get shit on.
Oh,
Get
I
absolutely
do
shit
read
on.
them. Sometimes I just don't respond to
that
them.
Okay.
was worse? Why did you make that worse?
When I was scrolling back looking for the ugly WoW stuff, before I found that, I found a dialogue between me and Ovilee where Ovilee's just like, "Hey, I'm calling you. I need to ask you something about like the podcast or something." And all I sent back was, "It's gorilla time. I'll read whatever you type later." And then I sent her this image.
It's gorilla time. Fair enough.
But no, I have that's fucking funny.
It was gorilla time.
It's gorilla
It happens,
time.
dude. I understand.
Do you understand, Ovilee?
She wouldn't
I
get it.
understand pain.
It was gorilla time.
But yeah, I do a lot of accidental ghosting. I actually accidental ghosted him.
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Can I talk about this announcement real quick, or like, can I just?
You
Can
ghosted Ovilee's announcement.
Can I just? Can I talk about it real quick? Can
Yeah.
I show
I
some
forgot what we were
advertising?
doing.
Sure, go for it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so happy to announce that we're going to do the first ever in-person live episode of Caster's Couch. And where is it going to take place, Captain Flowers?
Probably on the couch.
But in Raleigh, North Carolina!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. FlyQuest will be hosting not only Caster's Couch Live, but also Hotline League at the...
No, we don't advertise Travis's shit because I still don't get invites to Travis's parties. Travis, you start inviting to the party, we'll start advertising the shit.
Travis has parties?
This is one of my deliverables. Can I please just read through it?
What's a deliverable?
Grubhub? Deliverable is the stuff that gets you and me paid.
We don't make no money from it.
Anyways, the event is going to take place on April 6th. 7th. 6th is the day we fly out. Sorry. Yeah. The event is going to take place on Friday, April 7th. It is going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. We will release the address as well as RSVP tickets for the event. Hopefully, we release this episode on Wednesday, so we'll probably have tickets available on Wednesday or probably a little bit before that. There will be limited seating. I just swallowed my own spit.
Oh, she's just being overwhelmed with the announcement right now.
It's
just so huge.
I just swallowed my own spit.
It's so huge that it's...
The spirit of the Lord has possessed her.
The announcement's so huge, she's choking, guys.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Wait, dude, she's doing 100 Thieves cosplay. After their series.
Oh my god.
Guys, we need a 4-pick Gragas here.
But okay, more on that in a second. April 7th, Friday. Check the Twitters and social media for when we're going to drop tickets and all the announcement. That being said, there will not be an episode of Caster's Couch that gets released on that Wednesday. So not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. And that's because we will be having the live show on Friday. So don't freak out if you don't see an episode of Caster's Couch on the following Wednesday, because we are going to have it on Friday.
And the after party's in Flowers hotel room.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Fuck it, why not?
So, who's your guest?
For Caster's Couch?
Yeah.
It's just going to be us three.
Oh, okay.
Why? Did you want to be invited?
No, I'm just saying you announce it while I'm on the show.
Well, I mean, I was going to ask, are we going to see you there?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Will you and your team be there?
Yeah. Like, what are you implying, bro? You think we're gonna lose to EG? What are you whispering? They can hear you. I can't hear
So
you.
is it? Sorry, it's not going to sound like shade. I don't follow the schedule outside of FlyQuest.
yeah.
So you guys beat CLG?
No.
No, you didn't beat. Who beat
100
CLG?
Thieves.
Yeah, they beat...
CLG beat 100 Thieves?
No.
No.
Okay, so here's...
All of it.
Okay, I'm lost.
All right,
I'm
so
lost. Where am I?
FlyQuest beat 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I know
which
that.
knocked them down to the lower bracket.
Yes.
Which is where Golden Guardians had to start
Yeah.
in the lower bracket, right? Golden Guardians then play against 100 Thieves. Golden Guardians beat them. 100 Thieves are now completely out. So now Golden Guardians moved forward playing against Evil Geniuses because CLG got knocked down by Cloud9. Then CLG lost to EG. So now EG and Golden Guardians play this upcoming week, like later on this week.
Friday?
I believe it's Friday. Yeah, I believe they're on
we play
Friday.
Thursday.
And then, yeah, you guys versus Cloud9 is on Thursday to determine which team automatically gets a spot in the final. And then their head-to-head determines which one of those two teams will be the third team in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only have to win one more series.
Yeah, we have to beat
Yeah,
EG.
they have to
And
beat
it's
EG.
against EG.
Yeah.
And the fans are already pissed at EG.
They are?
So we kind of want...
Oh, never mind. Yep.
Yep.
Not the players. We love the players.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But the fans are generally pissed at EG. So this could be Golden Guardian's Cinderella story.
Or Cinderella story once again.
I like this.
EG definitely looked a lot better than the past couple of weeks.
Okay, I thought you were about to say us. I was waiting.
Yeah, I'm
no,
like,
no. I'm not saying they
he's
looked
right
a lot
there.
better. I'm saying that, like, I thought they were absolutely shitting their pants for the last couple of weeks of the regular split, and now their pants are no longer full of shit.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's probably, I think it's going to be a battle with you guys. So.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope
that'd be nice.
I hope we get 5 because I had to cast back both the 3-0s this week. There was 4 series, 2 of them ended up being 3-0, and I just low rolled got both the 3-0s.
I liked that though. FlyQuest was an easy 3-0 over 100 Thieves. That was nice.
Those are early days.
That was nice.
Early days, and then the one day that I had to come in because I was locked out of my house.
That was funny
What?
as hell.
Great.
That was amazing.
How'd you get locked out of your house?
So my roommate had left to go to the doctor because he had like something wrong with his ear. He wanted to just go get it checked out. And in doing so, like it just completely slipped my mind that he would have locked the metal door that you can still open from the inside when it's locked, but not from the outside. And so, it's like 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. I go into the kitchen and I'm like, oh no, the trash can's full. I'll just take this out real quick. So I just took the trash out. I intended to be outside for all of 20 seconds. And as I grabbed the handle, I'm like, oh shit. Because the door closed behind me. And so I didn't have my wallet and I didn't have my phone because why would I have those items? I'm just going outside for 20 seconds.
Yep.
So I'm like, well, okay. I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to go into Riot, gank some catering, and watch the games for a while. Hope this blows over.
Were you in clothing?
Yeah. No, I was wearing like
he wore a t-shirt and shorts or something.
yeah,
like
I
that.
just had a t-shirt and shorts that I was sitting around the house in. Like,
Yeah.
luckily I put on shoes to take the trash out.
Oh my god, that would have been horrific. So he asked me to ask a friend of ours, a mutual friend, Taco,
Yeah.
so that he could ask his roommate to unlock the door.
Because the thing is, I couldn't get access to anything because all of my shit, because I'm a public figure, is 2FA. So I can't get onto any of my social stuff, not even my Discord, without my phone.
Yeah.
And my phone's in the house. My roommate also does not have any social media outside of Discord. So the only way that I could possibly contact him would have been either phone, don't have the number memorized, or message him on Discord. But again, then I had to find, I was like, okay, so who does he know? Where does the Venn diagram overlap with our friendship circles?
Yes.
Where can we
Yeah.
hit this? And so I had to have Raz talk to Taco, talk to my roommate, be like, hey, tell him that Flowers is locked out. Please leave the door unlocked once you get home.
And my DM with him was all caps, by the way. Taco, I got a secret mission for you from Flowers. This dumbass is locked out of his own house. He needs you to tell his roommate to leave the door unlocked so he can live life happy again. Have a good day, soldier. And he got me there. So thank you, Taco, one more time.
Yeah, shout
Love
outs
that.
to Taco.
Do you have any roommates?
Yeah. I have one.
Who's your roommate?
Marissa?
No.
Mushy?
No. Who's that?
That's
No other
all
way.
right, well, that's apparently his roommate.
I don't know
He just
any
tried
other
to
ways to
describe-
add descriptions there.
Well, now we know his roommate, kind of.
Yep.
Raz,
That's
Raz doesn't have a roommate, but Raz, unless you count the McDonald's bags.
Oh my god.
The other day, okay, so the other day, me and Raz, like after, I think it was actually, we got done with, it might have been this, wasn't it? Like we were,
Yes,
it was
I
when
think
we
it
were
was
coming back
this,
after
yeah.
Caster's Couch. I was like, yo, Raz, do you want to go to the bar and just grab a beer and some fries or something? Just chill with the podcast being done. He was like, yeah, let's do it. I just got to drop this thing back off in my apartment real quick. I was like, okay, cool, I'll walk with you. So we walk up there, he opens the door, and it's just like McDonald's bag apocalypse, like random shit all over the floor. It was like as bad as your house
So like,
back in
you
the
shut
day.
your fucking face.
Dude, your shit was bad, and this was just as bad. But the best
Is it like
part is,
Asmongold bad?
I don't.
I know what she's talking
I
about.
don't-
No, the answer is no to
Okay.
that.
That doesn't mean anything.
Of course you're going to say no to that.
Yes, but he has an explanation.
Yeah. So Raz actually told me that he had a reason for doing this, and it's because he was practicing a cleaning technique taught to him by his mother, which was if you need to clean a whole bunch of stuff and you just can't bring yourself to clean it, you have to fucking throw everything on the floor and then
of the
just
room.
make a giant mess that's impossible to ignore so that way you're forced to clean it.
but
And
you
so-
didn't
So
clean it.
specifically,
threw all
So
specifically.
you
the shit
threw
on
it
the
all on the
ground.
floor and then left your house.
Yeah, it's just all over the fucking floor.
So
dude.
perfect. It's
specifically,
working.
the idea was like, should just throw everything to organize it instead of just doing the, I guess, the more reasonable thing of like, oh, it's here, I'll just move it to the other location. So like most of the time I will do that. But then if I'm trying to deep clean everything, I'm just gonna throw all that shit in the middle of the room. So, but the McDonald's bag were an exception. That's just a mess. That's just me. But I only do that during the work week. If I'm going through the work week where I'm like, wake up at fucking 7 a.m., get ready, go to work at like 9, and then like do all my stuff, come back home at like 8 p.m., I'll just vibe, order McDonald's at like midnight, eat McDonald's, go to sleep, wake up at 7 a.m. So it just stacks up because of that. And then by the end of the work week, which is like, it's just usually 2 days, but if it's playoffs, it's 4 days. You'll probably have 4 bags of McDonald's just sitting there that are empty. That's the explanation for the McDonald's. The only sad thing is, when I came here with you guys, let's just say my living room, I threw everything in the all my plushies, my like
Plushies.
plushies. I have a lot of plushies.
Of what?
So there are some Pokemon plushies. I have a Psyduck. I have a Pikachu. There's history with a Pikachu.
There's
Whoa,
history
whoa, whoa.
with
What do you mean there's history with the
Expand,
Pikachu?
What is that,
expand on
Pikachu?
that.
Is that like
How
you
I
cut a
won.
hole in the Pikachu?
No. How I won the Pikachu.
Oh.
It was that like, it was when I was with Dignitas NA, and like me, Shiphtur, and his girlfriend, like, so basically for me to even go there, I didn't want to go. I don't do roller coasters at all. I think this was Six Flags, but it was like a team exercise. I was like, fine, I'll go and I'll try the roller coasters. We did 2 roller coasters. I instantly regretted it. I'm like, guys, you guys do the roller coasters. I'm just going to go to this theme park area where I'm just playing basketball for things or like these small like rodeo kind of games. So Shiphtur was the same thing. He also hated the roller coasters. So me, him, and his significant other also just like started doing this stuff. Anyways, there was one rodeo game he was playing, and I think he was trying to like win a plushie for his girlfriend. He failed. I think it was the Pikachu. I tried. I won the Pikachu.
And you
And then you
stole
kept
his
it.
girl.
I kept that shit. I kept that. I think he was winning something else. But anyways, I kept the fucking Pikachu. So I still have that. It's a cheap ass Pikachu, by the way. It was like, all it is just a yellow blob with like beady eyes. And I was like, I guess it's Pikachu.
It's like the Kmart knockoff Pikachu.
Ditto
Yes.
Pikachu or something?
So, huh?
Ditto Pikachu.
Ditto Pikachu, basically. So Pikachu, there's a Bulbasaur, which is a gift from a friend. And then I have, I said the Psyduck. I have no idea how I have the Psyduck. And then the rest are like either League of Legends stuff, like the Tibbers pillow and the Tibbers actual, I don't know what the hell that's called, teddy bear thing.
Yeah.
And there's other things I just do not remember anymore. Just random plushies. So I gather a lot of plushies. So I have them in a row. And then also these. I just threw these cushions on the ground. So they're just right now at home waiting there.
Wait, you threw the cushions off your couch?
Yes. Because I was cleaning, but I was also looking for my debit card that I haven't found.
Man, what?
What is going on in your
So
life, bro?
here's another thing. I've probably been the most insecure I've ever been my entire life. Not only have I not been able to find my debit card for weeks, and I am too lazy.
You didn't get it. You didn't just cancel it. You didn't just. Yeah, you didn't just like go to the bank and say, "Hey, turn that shit off. Can I
Because-
request a new one?"
Because it's like, it's probably somewhere in my house, and I don't want to go through the process of canceling it, finding it maybe like a day later, and then having to wait for it to come in the mail 2 weeks or so later. So I'm like, I'm going to find it, and I'm just going to keep track of my bank account so some random shit doesn't get purchased from Africa. I don't know. So there's that. And of course, Twitter took away 2-factor.
Oh yeah, I lost mine too.
And I just haven't gotten another 2-factor installed. So if anyone wants to invade my account, you can.
We should talk about that. We should talk about all of the crazy Twitter changes that are happening now, between now and then what just got announced today.
Yeah.
The change on April 15th. Because like I've got some interesting takes. So just
what
a
got
quick
announced?
So what I was
It's
about
fucked.
to do is I was about to say, so for those of you who are unaware, which includes you,
Tim.
like flowers.
That's me.
So for those of you who you forget that we're all storytellers for a living, except for this one, he manages children. So for all of you who are unaware,
storytelling.
Also storytelling.
It's fine. I'm
For
excluded.
all of you who are unaware, the changes that are happening on Twitter are pretty robust, and most of them have to do with gutting what we see as basic functionality. So I think it was last week, Twitter decided to remove two-factor authentication, which means send me a text message before someone logs into my account from an unfamiliar device, or send an email at least, or use a backup code, rather than just being able to log in using a password. So Twitter has removed that function for any any non-Twitter Blue account.
Yes. I will say you can still use like authenticator apps.
Yeah.
So you can still do stuff like that.
Are you sure? Because it kicked
Yes.
me out of it.
No, you still can do that.
Okay, so that's good to know. The other change that they're doing is they've announced that they are going to start removing legacy verified Twitter badges.
Yeah.
Now, legacy verified Twitter badges are for people who were verified as, public figure, publishing company, all of these things before. So like you two are verified previously.
Yep.
So you two are verified previously. So they're now going to remove your check marks.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I've lost my check mark like 3 times because I just didn't care. So I'd change my name, lose it, and then change my name and then lose it. I'm like, I don't really.
I mean, the check marks are entirely worthless now anyway.
Now they are, but
any
before
moron with 11
they were
bucks,
necessary.
Yeah, before they were fine, but now any moron with $11 can just say like, "Hey guys, I'm the official Walmart account, and I'm giving away free food.
I just didn't
Come get it."
I didn't like check marks before because I would get into Twitter arguments and they would be like, "What is this check mark user doing here? You too important to like." They would just make a big deal out of it, and I would look. So I'd like, "Fuck, I hate this thing. Let me argue in peace."
Who are you arguing with? I have never had anyone throw a check mark in my face until recently.
I'm a bit of an arguer. If you were to go in my replies, I'm either in like basketball Twitter or politics Twitter.
Oh my god.
or league Twitter. Like or just black Twitter. I don't know. If there's something that is like, this guy's an idiot, I'm gonna call him out for it, and then it just gets into like 10 tweets.
Dude, I've never bothered to look into like Raz's arguments on Twitter, but I love Raz's comments on TikTok. Like back when we used to do the G4 stuff where we'd show up and do like the LCS show one day a week, me and Raz would spend the 45 minutes in the morning after we got checked in and got makeup stuff done, just like scrolling through Raz's TikTok because it's a shithole. And the funniest part about it is whenever you would find one that was just particularly like just shit cringe, like not even
bad.
funny, just like, this is crap.
Yeah.
Raz would actually just go in there and come like, wow, worst shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Stop posting.
Fuck,
he actually tells people like, quit posting, never post again. Like,
Oh my god,
What the
you're the
fuck,
reason
man?
why people want to jump off bridges. Yeah.
I don't remember it being that bad, but it was like, this shit is awful.
Do you comment on like little girls like beauty DIYs and go,
No, they
you
get
need
a
more?
pass. If you're a child, you get a pass. If you're like a 30-year-old like mother or just doing this like cringe dance or something, I'm like, oh god. Or just like having the worst joke. You're an old man just putting in the worst kind of humor. I'm like, please stop.
yeah, so stop posting.
So a grandpa is trying to live out his dreams of being a stand-up comedian, because he gave up his years to fighting in the wars, and you're just shitting on his TikTok account?
Okay, actually, I've got to take a step back and move the post because I'm sure if you're old enough, I'll also give you a pass. But if you're like in the range of 18 to 20, okay, my age.
So
like
if you're an
31.
impressionable teenager of the ages of 18 or 19, just trying to get your footing in the world,
Yeah,
trying to
fuck
figure
you.
out which...
You gotta learn at some point. Not everybody's gonna love you. You're gonna learn today.
Oh, no.
There's some adversity, and it's in your TikTok comments.
I mean, you're helping them. They want to be internet famous, and if you want to be internet famous, you got to have good content. You're just telling them, hey, this content sucks. Like,
I'm fucking throwing tomatoes.
Okay, the last Twitter update
Yeah.
is also that they are going... So Twitter has split the Twitter feed. Before, your Twitter feed used to just be people who you were following and their actions, whether they retweeted something, like something occasionally, whatever. Now, it has a TikTok algorithm. It has a for you and a following kind of like split in your Twitter feed. So your following is every account that you're following. Same thing as what we've been used to for Twitter. The for you is similar to TikTok, where they're just going to start serving you things from accounts that they think that you like.
it's booty butt cheeks.
It's booty butt cheeks, but what they've announced that they're going to do starting on April 15th
You're gonna like this one.
is that from April 15th onwards, unverified users will not be shown in the For You section. Which means that if you are a content creator, big or small, you and your content are being harmed because if you do not have Twitter Blue, because now that they are shoving everything to For You, your shit is going to be served to either your followers or discoverability. It's just going to go down the crapper.
I'll serve Elon my nuts.
There it is.
Hit him with the brain.
There's another one too. You're gonna love this one.
What's the other one?
This one's the funniest one. So this is the most basic functionality, which is Twitter polls. You cannot vote in a Twitter poll if you're not verified.
But even if it's just some throwaway shit poll,
Yeah.
like, guys, what do you like more, red or blue?
Yeah.
Can't vote if you don't
Like
have a check mark.
there's one person that follows me that was like, what should I do? And I was like, I've never had someone reply to my tweet with a poll, but I'll just respond to it. No, I can't respond to it anymore. Because I refuse to get Twitter Blue unless if it's like, if it's related to my job, then sure.
So you want to hear? So that's the interesting thing, and that's why I said that this could potentially be controversial.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to harm content creators that aren't already like OTK size, right? If you're OTK size, you're fucking fine.
Yeah.
But for content creators in esports, casters in esports, personalities within esports, or anything in between, I think that you should just pay for the $8 to $11 a month.
Yeah, that's not like I've had friends who are like basically OnlyFans models, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm getting Twitter Blue."
Yep.
Because
you have to.
it started with the initial thing of like algorithms, where
Yep.
if you are under someone's tweet or something like that, you're just not going to be shown. Or if you are searching for someone's name, there is a certain amount of characters that even if you're following that person, like for instance, Inero. I think you're a lol Inero, right? No, you're actually just
I'm
Inero.
just Inero.
You're just
Yeah.
Inero. So if I just put down INE, I'm probably not going to find Inero, even though I follow him. But if I'm Twitter Blue, or if he's Twitter Blue, if he's Twitter Blue, then instantly Inero. So like shit like that, where it's like discoverability is the most important thing. Yeah, OnlyFans models and stuff like that. People who the importance of the application is literally discoverability. You need it.
So let me tell you what they just implemented and what FlyQuest, Sentinels, and I think a couple other LCS orgs are purchasing now. So now they have this thing called like Twitter Business or Twitter Organization is what it is. And are they going to implement it at Golden Guardians?
I don't know, dude. That shit is expensive.
Yeah. So basically, this is what it is. As an organization, so this could imagine like a sports team. Let's just use FlyQuest as an example. Twitter gives you the option to purchase an organization membership for your main account and for a set number of people in your organization to put a logo. So now the FlyQuest logo is next to my name and my check mark. So it verifies the account. It verifies your staff members' accounts, and gives all the Twitter Blue privileges and access and everything for those things. And then it also just shows like you're part of the organization.
Yeah.
All of that for the cost of $1,000 a month.
A month.
$12,000
a year, so you can have a check mark next to your name.
God! And by the way, I hate the idea of them naming it. So they're changing it a lot. They're like, okay, Twitter Blue. Let's stop saying Twitter Blue and say Twitter Verified. Where you're just like, oh no, because even in the announcement that he made today, he made it very clear it's because of the bots, guys. It's because we're trying to stop the bots from being pervasive on our applications. So like that's why we don't want the bots to be able to reach these polls or anything like that. So please pay me money. So please pay me money to get rid of the bots and make your experience better. That's what he's saying.
So okay, I'm gonna put this out. I'm gonna put this out.
This guy sucks so much ass he could pull Nicki Minaj through a straw.
Don't be hating on Queen Nicki.
Look, man, I don't have nothing actually polite to say, so just saying these quips is how I work through.
That's
these
big
issues,
ass.
All right, like
that's a big ass.
Some people have constructive conversations. I say this shit to supply fucked up mental imagery with things that tilt me.
That's not that fucked
Yeah,
up.
no, thank you for your contribution.
Yeah,
it was good.
happy to help.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say. That
You
threw
just
me
thinking
for
about
fucking-
Nicki Minaj's ass being sucked through a straw by Elon Musk.
Don't talk shit about Queen Nicki, okay?
All I'm saying-
I remember what I was gonna say.
Good.
We
Sorry.
got her back.
Oh,
Did you want something?
I may have wanted to say next relationship, guys. I may need a straw.
Bro, Inero's face.
I don't even know what that meant. Like, I'll be honest with you. I just lost.
Ovilee, you were saying?
Yeah.
Give me ideas.
I almost forgot again. Okay, so this is something I've been noticing. You're talking about bots and everything.
Yeah.
I went to go see my grandma this weekend. I love my grandma. I love my grandparents.
Grandma's very cool.
She's the best. She calls him the captain. Nice. It's really
She
it's
enjoys our
adorable.
content.
Yeah, she loves flowers. So I was helping her set up her iPad. And I opened up her iPad. I was like, "Grandma, you're not following me on Twitter anymore?" Cuz if you go to Twitter, it says like follow, and she's like, "No, I didn't unfollow you on Twitter." And I'm like, "Okay, Grandma, either you're lying to me
Yep.
or there's some like weird shit going on, because I've had people come into my Twitch and tell me that they're like, "Oh, I thought I was following you on Twitter, but I'm not anymore." "Oh, I thought I was following you on Twitter, but I'm not anymore." And I've had that on a couple Twitter on tweets as well. So over the past few weeks, I've kind of been monitoring this, not just for me, but also for a couple different people within esports on Twitter, with the whole like, "Oh, we're trying to cleanse the bots. We're trying to cleanse the bots and stuff." I'm seeing everyone in esports Twitter hemorrhaging followers. And when I'm saying hemorrhaging followers, I don't just mean like, "Oh, here's a couple dozen here, here's a couple dozen here." It's like Shox is losing hundreds of followers a day. Like I'm seeing hundreds of followers drop. And I'm like, I didn't fall off that hard, right, guys?
You fell off.
I fell off.
I haven't lost any.
Look at where you are right now.
I fell off. So I've been looking at like a couple other different people in esports, and then basically, as long as you're not Pokemon level or like Will Neff level or something like that, right? They're still gaining.
Yeah.
But everywhere else that I look across the board, people are just hemorrhaging followers in all of these different places. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, are they killing low tier accounts that they just assume are bots? Are they actually wiping out bots? Are people just leaving Twitter in droves? So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, just to satisfy my ego.
Yeah.
Of, do
So you're
people
saying
not
they
wanna see
claim
my
your
shit?
grandma as a bot?
Well, my
They
grandma's
just targeted her as a bot.
yeah.
Is
And
there
had her
content
unfollow
bot-like?
you specifically and no one else.
My grandma was accidentally following. Okay, I keep saying the word accidentally now. I hope that it's accidentally. She was following these like fight accounts. You
Fight
know,
accounts.
ones that just like World Star, like where they just post street fights.
Yes.
Wait, do you guys get that on your?
Accidental.
No, I could see it. You know the For You page when it first came out?
Yes.
I literally just got like it's like at Fight Haven, and it's just like random fights, and it was just
Guys
nothing but
beating
that.
each other up?
And it's like, why am I getting fed this shit? Like I'm tweeting dog photos every day, and then I'm getting fight videos.
It
Like,
just
Dude,
sees
I-
what
you.
am I doing?
It just sees your face.
Those two things.
Bald
like,
white man with a beard and tattoos. Yeah, give him fight videos.
Yeah,
Just
give him-
slam it,
give him-
slam it.
Give it to him.
I'm down with the cute
Dana White
animal videos.
motherfucker.
Those are great, but
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said that I haven't just like sat around for hours before watching like street fight videos on fucking Live Leak back before it got taken out. That shit was awesome.
That was good.
So when you watch street fight videos, what is kind of like the appeal for you?
So usually, like some guy's starting shit and you want to see him get his shit rocked.
Yeah.
Other times, like there's just something really cool. Like some dude might do some flying kick and knock the other guy out. Other times there's something wacky happens. Like, two guys are fighting, then all of a sudden one guy just like loses his shit, whips out a tennis racket, starts smacking the other guy with it or some shit. Like wacky,
Wavy.
Justice.
yeah, wacky, justice, like the cinematography.
Yes.
There's a couple different motivations.
Commentary on the side.
Commentary is really good.
Commentary is almost always bad. Like
Shut up. Commentary is fantastic.
For street fight videos,
Yeah,
it's
it's usually
terrible.
bad. It's usually bad.
If any motherfucker that thinks that their opinion on the street fight needs to be heard is almost always the stupidest person in the video. Like, including the guy starting the fight and then getting beat up.
For me growing up, it was the knockouts. The knockouts were literally me and my brother would just like feed off of just like the random knockouts where it would be like one guy thinks he's all that, throws a punch, random, and it's always like the biggest motherfucker just throws the biggest haymaker, boom, and he's like gone.
Yeah, they just boom.
Whoa! Or like one guy's talking shit. My favorite ones are always like, because my favorite ones are always like one person mouthing off and they're in the wrong. So it's like just straight up justice porn. And there's one video that comes to mind still where it's like two maybe 16-year-old girls. One is a white girl, the other one's a black girl. The white girl said some racist shit, and like the black girl who's just clearly beefier and stronger in every way and just takes up Udyr stance. Just like
Yes, Udyr.
like, just straight up like
She's got the Trinity Force, bro.
walks up, boom, and knocks her out. And then usually the person's like looking away because they think that looking in the opposite direction saves them from this. And no, there's just hair being grabbed. That's actually why.
Girl fights are always
like
like
girl
insane
fights.
amounts of hair grabbing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
No,
girl
one
fights are
person
the
has
best.
full clinch on the hair, and the other person can't do anything.
Yeah.
The
It's
girl
so
fights
fucked.
are just literally the best at all times because it's just more gruesome. And it's always, you can't get away because there's, at least in male fights, you can grab the shirt, but the shirt gets ripped off or like something, but you can't lose your hair. So it's just, where you going, bitch? No, stop. Kanisha, stop. You're like, no, bitch, no, stop.
Have you seen the one where a girl throws a shovel at another girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you know that girl died. Did you know that?
From the shovel?
Yes. The girl who got hit by a shovel died.
Ovilee's getting canceled for this one.
Feel free to look that
You know
up,
what?
by the
I
way,
think
to
it's
confirm.
a different video that you're talking
Is it?
about. This one had a pink shirt.
It had a pink shirt. Let's.
What the fuck?
I'll look this up while you guys do that.
How is this still viral?
Is it still viral, guys? I don't
Okay,
know.
not
I'm
these days.
I don't know if anyone's casually seeing Shovel Girl pop up on.
But it was viral
Twitter.
for a year.
Let me
I'm just gonna
see.
Google Shovel Girl.
Please do. That's actually...
Oh wait, okay. The first thing that popped up is it's the Independent. Is that real?
Yes, that's real. That's real. The Independent.
It says Shovel Girl dead hoax. Miranda Fugate actually alive and well.
Kasim G has
Not
done
dead
it again.
despite hoax rumors.
Okay. Inero
God.
just
She does
trying
have
to
a
get us
pink
all
shirt.
canceled.
Okay,
She does
but-
have a pink shirt.
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah, the pink
I like
shirt.
that the photo is just her post getting hit by the shovel. Like
Wow,
the shovel
they-
is midair
I
bouncing
think
off.
she was the one.
Yes.
I think she was the one who was starting shit though.
Yes, he was starting shit. Well, I don't remember the
two
context.
photos. One is the girl throwing the shovel. The other is her getting hit post shovel. Look at the two photos back to back. You don't even have to watch the video. You just get the update.
So I asked because
I'm glad
like,
she's not dead.
Thank God. I was
Now that
actually
we're laughing
more
oh
about
my
it.
god.
Now we're back to laughing.
I asked because when I was younger, I would watch the videos and I was like, oh, I could always fight better than that. I have never been in a fight before in my entire life, besides maybe my dog over food.
Oh, I've been in a lot of fights.
You've been in fights?
Yeah. Okay. So.
Do you win?
I can't
Yes.
see Raz in a fight.
No.
So okay. So thankfully, when you're elementary, everyone's basically skinny and tiny. So when I was in elementary and junior high, I was a 10,000 times different kid. I was a shit kid. I got in a lot of fights because this is now we're going into therapy mode.
Okay.
All right.
Because I was like an emotionally insecure person. I lived in the basically Calgary ghetto. So it's nothing like America where it's like Detroit and fucking just a shanty town. It's like you're just in the shittiest school and neighborhood in Calgary. That's it, right? So like when I felt like there was a sense of injustice or something done wrongly to me and I was really mad, I would be in tears. Which I would get insecure about and be like, oh, they think I'm crying. So then I would be even more aggressive and then turn it into a fight. So I fought a lot actually, and I got into there was no such thing as detention in my school, or
Nice.
there was no such thing as getting suspended either,
Oh my god.
because I was in Al Medina Charter School, which is a very cultural school, where it was just like, oh, we will not suspend you. We'll call your parents because they'll do the work for us.
Oh.
But anyways, I got into a lot of fights. I won those fights. There was one fight where I should not have won. It was the ref coming in at the right perfect time.
Ref.
My teacher.
Okay, this is an elementary school with a fight ref
This was
ready to go.
This was my junior high school. There was this big kid who was like really disrespectful. He was a big white kid, super disrespectful. I think he was trying to bully me. I think. But I fought his ass. It started in gym class. I threw a punch at his face. Bam! He was bleeding. I was like, holy shit, I got this. But obviously he was big. And it was like, he did that whole poof, fucking picked me up, threw me on the ground. I got back up ready, and the teacher broke us up. So I actually, even though that happened, people were like, holy shit, but Raz, Brento, like, bloodied him. I was like, yeah, I got him. Like, I think I won that fight. Went to the washroom, looked at my fist. There was a chunk out of my fist because he had braces on. So it was not his blood.
It was yours.
My
It was
blood.
your
So I just kept up the entire time. I was like, yeah, He was bleeding.
Oh my
What the
god.
fuck?
But anyways, I changed schools. The funny thing, so I changed school, went across the city basically, and then that was the first time that my entire school was just peaceful. There was no shit talking. There was no fighting. Like most people were just really just potheads and white. And so I was like, wait, there's no reason for me to be like angry anymore and to be pissy. Like I can just start anew. And like also one of my teachers before the move, he was like a speech and debate teacher. His name was Andrew Brash, actually. He like basically has taught me how I don't need to resolve conflict through fights to just like talk things out or like just do it through speech. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. And now you fight on Twitter and in random TikToks.
Yeah.
Now you're just heading into the comments. This is
Growth.
some shit content.
So like I did. So I've never been in like a fight,
Yeah.
but I will say that when I was little, like I scuffled right
Yeah.
with my sister.
Yeah.
And my sister, even though she's younger than me by only like a year or so, she was much bigger than me. Like I was taller, but she was bigger. She was stronger. She had weight behind the punches, if you know what I mean. And so basically I knew that I could never beat her in any physical fights. And whenever I went to my parents, because you go to your parents to be like, help, break it up, help, and they would take her side. They're like, well, you're the bigger sister, be the bigger person and stuff. And I'm like, I am bleeding, woman.
Oh
And they're
my
like,
God.
it doesn't matter, you're the bigger sister. So I'm like, and so basically my mom taught me like the secret weapon, right? She's like, you're the bigger sister, you should use your words. I became verbally abusive.
Oh
I
my
Just
became
like
verbally
emotionally
abusive.
assault her until
Yeah.
she stops.
I feel a little bit bad where it's like, oh, I probably caused some childhood trauma because like one day, and we're kids, right? We're
Yes.
kids. So all is forgiven.
Yes.
Oh, but one
How
day,
old are we talking in this example? Are you like 10 years old? Is this like 5 years old?
maybe like teens, like
Okay.
13, 14
Okay.
type
So not
of
start
thing.
up age
But
and
what
Maverick.
you don't, well, no, you do know because you do have two sisters. Girls are bitches to each other. We're so mean to each other. It's awful, especially when we're in high school.
Yeah.
But like my sister took my cheesecake out of the fridge that I was saving to watch for like, this is when JoJo was first coming out, right?
I see where this is going.
the JoJo cake.
Yeah. So I was gonna eat my red velvet Cheesecake Factory cheesecake and watch an episode of
No, you
JoJo.
didn't.
And so I go to the fridge and like half of the cheesecake is just gone. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I run upstairs and I go to my dad and I was like, did you eat my cheesecake? Because my dad is usually the perpetrator, right? He's
Yeah.
like, I didn't eat your cheesecake. And I look at my mom like, did you eat my cheesecake? She's like, no. So I'm like, okay. I go to my sister. I'm like, did you eat my cheesecake? She goes, was it the red one? I was like, yes. She's like, yeah, I ate the cheesecake. I'm like, well, that was my cheesecake. You have your own cheesecake. Why'd you eat my cheesecake? And she goes like, well, I didn't see your name on it.
Oh, let's go.
And I look
That's
at her.
the start.
And I look at her. I'm
Let's
like,
get it on.
and I said, I just think it's interesting that you ate my cheesecake because I thought you were watching your weight.
I knew you were gonna go for the weight.
Yeah.
The moment you said she was a bigger girl, I knew. The moment you said cheesecake, I was like, oh, she's gonna go there. That's where she's gonna go.
And this girl, she's sitting down. She looks at me and she goes, Mommy! And she runs to my mom. And I have the cheesecake, half of the cheesecake, and I just go walk into my room and I sit down with my desk. And I'm just eating my cheesecake while watching JoJo now. And my mom comes in, she's like, my mom's kind of laughing. This is part of the problem. My mom is not a good mom. She comes in, she's like, Jerry. I know, it was kind of funny. And so my mom comes in, she's like, did you call your sister fat for eating your cheesecake? And I said, no, I questioned why she ate my cheesecake when she said she was watching her weight. And my mom's like,
Oh my god.
so my sister's crying in the other room. My mom's trying to console her and she's like, baby, you shouldn't have eaten her cheesecake.
Oh my god, mother.
I mean, straight up, your sister deserved all that. Talk shit.
I mean,
get hit.
and that's the thing, right? Am I proud of that? Now, no. At the time, very. But like,
That was a heavyweight hit.
stupid. Kids are stupid. Did you get in any fights?
No fights
You're
ever.
just a good kid.
I guess. I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Why do you sound so surprised?
You never verbally harangued your like siblings?
I don't have siblings.
Your parents?
I was a single kid, only child.
Were you spoiled?
I thought you had a sister.
No, it's like Not actually my sister. It's like adoptive sister.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
When I ran away from home, I moved in with them, and then
Oh, there it
that's
is.
how it worked.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. For a second, I thought you were saying that your sister who was adopted doesn't count as your sister.
No, that would be fucked.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
that,
like,
that is not the
Yeah,
case.
that'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fights, nothing. I was a good kid. My
Until
parents
League of
thought I
Legends
wasn't a
came
good
around.
kid. Yeah,
Oh,
and League
no.
fucked my life up. No, I would stay at home and I would just fight people in Call of Duty every night. Like I'm the kid who was just yelling in comms about how I fucked your mom, like squeaking. And that was me. So no fights in real life.
Was that the extent of your?
What do you want me to say, Raz?
Are you asking them if he actually
Raz.
fucked any of their moms? Like, is that-
I'm just saying.
Like where are you?
All tattoos. I'm just going to Call of Duty.
What do you?
Are you trying to do a white
suggesting?
like a
What-
Nazi or a
what
white
are you
supremacy? Is that
suggesting?
what you're? Is that what you're
I'm just
insinuating?
saying, the few times I've used Call of Duty.
So anybody playing any new games? Move on from that one, Raz.
Is anyone watching Mando season 3?
What?
Ma-
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian.
Nope.
I'm on season 3 of The Wire.
God, you just
Who is watching The Wire right now?
That's
was
me,
you in The
baby.
Wire.
I'm not as fast of a watcher as a lot of people are. There's too many bingers out there in the universe that are like, yeah, I binged through 6 seasons in a day. I watch 2 episodes and I'm done for the night.
That's called depression. 6 seasons in a day. That's depression.
That is literally
Okay,
what it
well, lower your fucking voice.
I actually like watching shows at that pace more. I don't like because if you binge them, the details bleed together more.
Yeah.
Like the order might get a little fucked up too.
is. Yeah.
When you're watching one episode at a time, and then like especially if it's a show that you're really into, you go to sleep that night and you're even like thinking about oh man, that was super cool, or I wonder what's
Yes.
gonna happen in the next one. It lets you like I don't know. For me, it helps me immerse myself in the story and everything. more.
Exactly, because now I'm thinking a little bit more about the last cliffhanger and the storyline. Even when I was having the conversation about the show just like a day ago, I for whatever reason had forgotten season 2 entirely because I had said that I was watching season 2 and I was like, actually no, this entire storyline happened and I really appreciated that storyline. But if I had watched it even faster, no, that shit blends in. That's just gone to me. Like I would have forgotten it.
Yeah, I'm rewatching Good Place right now.
What's
Have you
Good
seen
Place?
Good Place? Oh, it's
Not
a
familiar.
really good one. So basically, how do you describe Good Place without spoiling Good Place? Because you can't.
Oh no!
I mean, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Okay,
So, spoiler warning: if you want to watch Good Place without being spoiled,
just for the first season. Just for, yeah,
Skip
just,
this part.
Yeah, I think like 4 or 5 episodes into the first season.
Okay.
So basically,
Yeah.
the show Good Place is about a woman named Eleanor Shellstrop, played by Kristen Bell, the
Okay, I
same
don't know
person
who
who
that is.
played Anna in Frozen. Blonde hair, short blonde hair type of
the
girl.
Twilight chick.
No.
Yeah, Veronica Mars.
Oh, I know Veronica
You're
Mars.
thinking of Kristen Stewart.
I got half of
Yeah.
it right. All right.
This is Kristen Bell. She's older. She was in like mom movies
Okay.
that you can basically kind of relate to.
Wait, what?
No, I mean like I'm trying to say in terms
I'm
of
not a
generation
mom.
relate. Generation relate, right? Like your mom watched the movies that she was in. That's what I mean.
That's not what we call mom movies.
What are mom movies? They're mom movies.
You're just basically calling him mom.
No, I'm saying his mom probably watched movies with her in it.
No, it sounded like you were calling me a mom. There.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So The Good Place. So it basically follows this one person named Eleanor,
Yeah.
who has died, and she wakes up and she finds herself in heaven. She's greeted by someone who's like the architect of kind of like this individual heaven. So it's basically said like there's a bunch of different heavens and she's in this one heaven,
Yeah.
and they call it the Good Place. And so she's kind of like walking around. It's like everything is perfect. Everything is fantastic. Like ice cream shops on the road. Everything is colorful. And she's introduced to her soulmate, who is this philosopher named Chidi. And at the end of the first episode, she looks at him and she's like, "Hey, I'm not supposed to be here. I was a terrible fucking person. My name is Eleanor, but I am not this Eleanor."
Yeah.
And so for like the first few episodes, it's them back and forth, just kind of going like, "Oh, well, teach me how to be a good person so I can fit in with this good place." And like all of these crazy hijinks happen to kind of like symbolize that the world is breaking apart. The good place is breaking apart because she's not supposed to be there.
Oh.
And then her and Chidi meet 2 other people who are in the good place. And all of them are kind of like, this is weird, this is terrible, we feel like we're being tortured or something. and they realize in season 1, holy crap, we're in the bad place. We're in hell. And so
I've seen banners of the show now. I remember.
exactly.
Banners, yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, we're in the bad place. And then the rest of it is like, how do we escape the bad place? And then their journey's kind of past that. Even though I spoiled kind of like the first couple episodes, I still highly recommend watching it because it's such a great journey. It's so fantastic. I cry every single time. It has like a lot of great kind of like, I don't give a shit about philosophy, but that show makes me care.
Okay.
Is it like a comedy? Is it a drama?
Oh, it's much more of a comedy. It's a feel good comedy.
Is it? Because, I mean, you're talking about philosophy and stuff with that, too. So I guess the thing that I'm drawing the biggest parallel to here from something that I actually know what it is, I'm getting like a BoJack Horseman type of vibe.
No.
No?
BoJack, when I watch it, I want to go sit in a corner and fucking cry. When I watch this show, it gives you more of kind of like the warm feelings.
Okay.
And so it's much more comedic. It's not as dark and satirical. So like Chidi, the philosopher, he gets a stomach ache whenever he has to make a decision. So like one of the jokes is like he has a brown hat and a black hat. It's like, oh, you're invited to this dinner party. Choose between the hats. And he's like, and he spends 3 hours trying to choose between the hat. And so he's trying to teach Eleanor how to be a better person. They read like all of these philosophers like Kant. That's the only one that I can remember. And it's like, to what do you owe to other people? Like, should you be morally good to other people by helping them? Or is it morally wrong for you to be lying to other people? Like, just all of these crazy things. But it's a really good show. It's on Netflix, so you should watch it.
That's a good one.
It's on Netflix.
Have you guys been watching anything?
Dude, I don't watch TV.
Oh my!
I'm just like left out of this whole thing. I don't watch TV, man.
Okay. I will say, because you mentioned Netflix. Wait, why don't you watch TV?
I don't know. I just don't want to.
Oh my god!
Like, bro,
He's got League of Legends to play, bro.
I wake up.
He's putting on a monkey suit.
I go to work. Yeah, I get in my monkey suit. I play League of Legends for 12 hours and I go to sleep. I don't know. I just don't watch TV.
I think if you start, especially if you're watching like awful reality TV shows, you can't stop. There's another one. Okay, you go.
Let me just jump in here. Let me jump in here because as we're coming to the end of our episode, I do want to give you a second to cheer up the boys going into their games this week because I'm excited to see them. I want to see you and Golden Guardians along with FlyQuest and probably Cloud9.
FlyQuest and Cloud9 are already both
FlyQuest
locked.
and Cloud9, yeah.
They're already
Real
locked.
quickly for the audience who may not know the path of the team, what has happened so far this season?
We covered that at the beginning.
Did we?
Not his team.
We said Golden Guardians. We said their playoff path.
Well, in any case, we beat 100 Thieves last weekend.
1 weekend of gameplay. That's not the same as we started here.
Okay, start at the bottom. Now we're here. Let's hear.
We beat 100 Thieves who lost to FlyQuest. And because of that, we're now top 4. And we play EG this Friday to... winner basically goes to North Carolina to play for 3rd and then to play for like the whole thing. Yeah, fuck. I don't know what else to add to it, to be honest. Like, I hope we win. I don't do anything anymore. Like, I just bring them Starbucks. Like, I don't even bring them Starbucks. I tell the guy who brings them Starbucks to bring them Starbucks. And then I'm there at Riot, and if there's a problem, I just walk outside and I'm like, McCullough, so we have to fix this, blah, blah, blah. And
the funniest
then
thing
I go
is,
sit back down in my chair.
In between games, you can see, like, on the broadcast when they're showcasing, like, 100 Thieves players are surrounding this computer. And you look at Golden Guardians, and you're just like, all the players are surrounding the coach or whatever, and then Nick is on the outside looking in, being like, just watching, just following the plan. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there listening.
Yep.
And then I'm waiting, and then I walk up to bot lane, and I'm like, yeah, they do this every time, level 1 to level 2, just so you know. And then I just fucking leave.
Okay, there it is.
Like, I literally
Dude,
I miss doing the like beginning of the game coach interviews with you. That shit was fun. It was random, but it was fun.
No, I missed the interview days. That was fun. That shit died. Like,
Yeah,
it was gone. It just didn't happen anymore.
Yeah,
God,
I did.
no.
You know what I remember from your coaching time with Golden Guardians was back when you and I were doing the Outlast stream that we did. And it was because Inero showed up in the chat for a little bit because I remember because we got to a room. It's still towards the very beginning of the game when you're just sort of like encountering all the non-hostile guys that are just like out of their minds in the asylum and everything. And there was just like a group of 4 or 5 guys sitting on a couch watching a big screen on the wall that just had static on it. And the note that your character makes when you observe that room is, I've walked into a large room seemingly filled with hollow, broken men watching the same thing over and over on a non-responsive screen. And as we read that, Inero in the chat just types, oh, Golden Guardians VOD review.
I remember this, yeah. Fuck. That is a throwback, but as soon as you mentioned like the Outlast thing, I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Fuck,
hilarious.
that is a throwback.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I
Those
don't
are
know.
good times.
There's nothing anymore. Like I can't even get like hyped about it. We won our game. They put me in the thing at the end. Dude, you were talking about it. You were like, there's the Golden Guardian coaching staff, their GM Inero. You just didn't know who the other guy was. So you clearly just got stalled out and you're like, Inero. And then you just moved on at the end.
Oh, there's like a performance coach or something that was also bald and had a beard.
Yeah, no. Edward.
Edward, okay.
Edward, yeah.
Also bald and
They're basically the same person
How
at
about
that
this?
point.
How about this? You could do this. When Golden Guardians make it, you can come on to the Caster's Couch and Hotline League duo streams at the FlyQuest Spring Fling in North Carolina, Raleigh, on the evening of April 7th. Stay tuned to all of our social media to get your RSVP tickets today. We will not be charging for tickets, but there is limited seating. So how about that, buddy?
Yes. If I'm a guest.
Yes, yes.
Raz
Oh,
will
okay, cool,
autograph
nice, nice.
anything you bring him.
Yeah, pull out
True.
your dick.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Or your ass.
Sign them cheeks.